Today we're looking at a customization application using STK for trade study analysis. As you can see in the background, we have STK open, and now this application will connect directly to STK and it'll run some analysis. The analysis that we're running is a chains constellations analysis. It allows us to create a Walker constellation. It allows us to run and build out seed satellites and then use those seed satellites to populate the Walker constellation. We also are able to connect to any running instance of STK and then run the analysis. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create, this is a manual run, which allows us to set the satellites per plane, the number of planes, and the interplane spacing. We can do is we can use the seed satellites, which you can see in the background, different altitudes that we can run. And we can use any different type of constellation combinations here. The combination that I'm going to select is the direct sun EOIR, and we're going to create the chains. And so what you can see is in the background, we're actually able to create and modify STK using those seed satellites so that we can utilize all of those seed satellites for the analysis. Next, we're going to take a look at the automation panel, which allows us to create Walker constellations of variable size. So the size that we're going to use the Walker parameter ranges here. So it allows us to do a minimum number of planes, a maximum number of planes, and a step. We're allowed to do different planes and different phases as well to allow us to vary the overall trade study. The total number of satellites can be designated with 3, 6, 9, 18, and 27. And again, we're going to go to our plane, and this time we're going to disable the other two and just use the one seed satellite at 600 kilometers, and we're going to use the direct sunlight. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and just select where our output's going to be, and then we're going to run our automated sweep. So as you can see in the background, the analysis is going to go and you're going to see different satellites being created and then analyzed, and then all of the output will be stored in the report outputs folder. This is a great example of a fully automated trade study that can be used for different use cases.
Now that the output is complete, after generating all of those runs, we're able to actually create a database from it. And so we'll do that now, selecting the folder, and we're going to rebuild. So the data has been added to the database, and now we can use it. So here's our database path, and find best constellations. So in this case here, we're able to actually see the different case numbers, which provide us the maximum total duration of an EOIR satellite, uses 3 planes, 1 phase, and a total of 18 satellites. You can see a LiDAR constellation, again, 6 satellite spacing, planes, phase, total number of satellites is 18, total number of targets 507, and 3,100 total hours duration. So this is just an example of some of the outputs that we can generate from the results. And if we go over to the STK scenario, we can also see that we have a lot of satellites in our overall field of view. And what the satellites were doing was trying to image other satellites from their orbits.
Finally, let's look at the STK scenario where we're going to see our best constellation for a low Earth orbiting satellite imaging other satellites. So we had 3 orbital planes with 6 satellites per plane. And in this configuration, you can see the total number of satellites being imaged by this EOIR sensor constellation. Every one of those orange lines indicates actual visibility of the satellite to these other active satellites. So these are all image opportunities where the satellite can image another spacecraft. Thank you so much for watching this video today. This was a great example of an engineering services case study where we were able to create a full trade study tool and was able to optimize and understand exactly how many satellites per plane, and total number of satellites would cause an optimal constellation for imaging satellites. If you have any more questions or want to learn about how you can get involved with engineering services with the Black Knight Space team, please let us know at support@blackknightspace.com or talk to your account managers. Thank you so much. Have a great day.